Good. What's up, everybody? All right. Well, Pastor failed to mention this is a comedy stand-up part, so it's gonna be some roasting. So if you're not in a spirit of laughing, I'm gonna be roasting you double the time. No, I'm joking. First and foremost, give it up for yourselves for coming out here tonight because it says a lot about you. Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I am in love with, beside mm, beautiful sweetheart, my love, my high school sweetheart, been together since high school. Yeah, yeah. I love love. I love it when I see couples or people who are seriously dating or people who are considering, because um I don't go out with anybody unless you are with your significant other. And if you don't, I love you, but I just can't go out to that environment because the devil is a liar and there's a lot of temptations out there. I mean, if you got social media, you already know. You can't scroll without saying, "Oh my God, why am I on this platform?" But the truth of the matter is, I want to give you a few things. The reason I give a shout out to my wife first, because she's usually the subject matter of all of my talks. So I gotta, there's this kiss, kick, kiss, right? You start with a kiss and then you kiss again at the end. So I never get in trouble. So I'm gonna be talking about our story along the way. Number two, I want to give you all some guarantees. Who likes some guarantees? All right, so here's the first guarantees. Ladies, or who are seriously dating, or who are single and ready to mingle, ladies, and considering, I can guarantee you by the end of my 20 minutes, you're going to know how to get your men, future men, or current men to be like, yes, dear. Yes, honey. Yes, sweetheart. Whatever you say. All right, men, chill out. Before you get mad at me, I got some guarantees for you too. By the end of my 20 minutes, she's going to look at you like this. So sorry. So sorry. And the reason is, if we know how to fix certain things, we would fix them. But it's easy to point at the other person instead of looking at our own flaws. So we're going to have fun tonight by sharing a few things. And I got a few notes just so I can stay on task. First thing that we're going to cover is 4 differences between men and women. 5 rather. 4 things to never tell a man. You're going to love that one. 5 qualities in a man or woman that the other counterparty admires. 5 things that that person that you want to be with will admire about you, and vice versa. That's the part that I got really, really good at because I mess up a lot. I'm like flawed, like bad. And then I'm figuring out ways that she still sees the greatness in me. She admires certain things within me that allows me to still be her best friend. Okay? We good with that? All right, let's get into those differences. First things first. Men, from a mindset perspective, we have the protector mindset. We have the provider mindset. We want to be made feel like I am the provider. As a matter of fact, there's many studies that show that men would rather be made feel respected before emotionally being told I love you and touching and that intimate stuff. But we want to feel respected. Matter of fact, if I can put money on it, any man in here would put respect above everything else in a household. Don't disrespect me in my house. Yes or yes? It's important to men. Now, ladies, it's just as important to you, but your genes are wired with a sense of emotional nurturer, beautiful, soft touches. And we like that, man, just so you know, by the way. And we're wired to look forward to that. Now, why am I telling you this? We live in a society today that men think it's okay for me to be a macho, do whatever I want out there. And women, I'm a boss lady. I don't need no man. I can do it all by myself. Have we ever heard somebody like that? And they're single? Yes. That's the part I heard. The roasting has begun, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we're going to talk about how to turn that around. We men love to be supported. I'm not telling you you have to be submissive. I'm not saying that, but we love to feel supported. We love that somebody says, I believe in you. You got this. You are the one. Go and get him. I get a speech from my wife every single time I'm going out to work. Hey, you know what to do? You got this. Go ahead and do it. Now, why is she doing that? She knows this weak little kid is destroyed by life in the world. And he's going like this. All right, now, I'm going to go record. She lifts me up every single time. It's important to understand how we operate from a genetic standpoint. Let's keep it there for a second. A smart woman is the one that makes him think that he runs the show. Yeah. Let me give you an example. There was a woman who her husband at home is like, "Hey, I want to start painting. I want to have everything painted." And he hires a painter. The painter comes in. He tells him, "I want that room in this color, that room in this color, that room in this color. The living room, I want it in blue." The young lady was like, "I don't like blue," but she knew how she needed to get it done because it would end up being an argument. You ever wanted a color and your significant other wanted another, and all of a sudden you're arguing in the middle of Home Depot? Okay, well, so here's what she did. And she told her daughters, "Watch, I'm going to teach you a lesson that's going to stay with you forever." So the painter came and, he's working one room at the other. And then as he came to the living room, she goes like, "Do me a favor. Just put a big patch of green in the middle of that wall." Now, he goes like, "Ma'am, I appreciate you, but your husband specifically insisted on blue. He wanted blue on that wall." She goes like, "Trust me, I need you to put it on green." He's like, "I don't want to get in trouble. Don't worry about it. When he gets here, you'll be out of here. I just need a patch of green in the middle." As you know, the husband comes home, looks at everything, and is like, what's up with the green? I told the guy to put blue." She's like, "I know, honey, he had to leave. He saw me extremely stressed. And he put that green patch in the middle." He goes like, "Why?" He's like, "Well, apparently blue makes a woman react and the hormones go crazy and gets really stressed and angry and just want to lose it." It was like, "What does the green do?" She's like, "Calm her down, keep her humble, happy." It goes like, "Well, then why didn't he finish the whole wall then?" She's like, "I'll tell him when he comes back from his break." Who made the decision? Yeah. So a smart woman like my wife tells me every single day, "Hey, look, I'm going to give you three options to ponder on." Now, usually it's option A, or A, but I feel like I pick the right option every single time. So a smart woman is the one who knows how to allow him to think that he is running the show. Now, that doesn't mean be disrespectful. That doesn't mean, play sneaky stuff. You got to learn your men, and men, you got to learn your wife. You know what's the one biggest mistake we all do? Serious relationships. You know what we do? We stop dating our significant other. We stop going out. We stop giving each other roses and flowers. We stop loving on one another. We stop flirting. It becomes a job description, a husband, a wife. What happened? See, no change means no change. And change brings a reaction. So you got to ask yourself, why is he reacting the way he is right now? Why is she reacting the way she is right now? I promise you, we both have something to do with it. It is not his fault. It is not her fault. It is our fault. We stopped talking. We stopped flirting. We stopped saying, "You're looking beautiful on that thing." We stopped. By the way, you look beautiful on that. So, anyways, let's go to the next piece. We're going to get into some actual physical elements here. Clean up your mind, clean stuff. Vision, literal vision. Did you know that when it comes to men and women, the peripheral view is limited to men? In other words, I can't see my finger right now. Now, if I were to ask any of you ladies, how far back do you see? You probably could see behind me. And that's just the way you were created. You have the ability to do so. Men, we can't do that. Also, our photoreceptors, those are the elements in the eye and the retina that allows us to see details. I'll give you an example. Sir, the stripes, what color are they? White. What color are the stripes? White or gray? Why did she see gray? She has more abilities within her eye. This is why when you go to somewhere, or if I say, "What color is the chair?" I'd say purple. Some of you will say mauve, fuchsia. You have these elements within your retina that you can't see. What we men are just, we're not able. We don't have it. I'll give you a real example you all are going to connect with. You ever told your husband, your boyfriend, your significant other, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Go to the kitchen, please. Right on the top on the cabinet, there's my medicine. It has a big C on it. It's right in the corner." And then the poor little guy, don't take my joke, he has this face. And you're like, "It's right up top in the corner." Where? On top of the fridge. Which one? We only have one right there. He can't find it. He never can. Or you say, can you give me yogurt from the fridge? And he has the Empire stand. You can't find it. And then you get up and you find it right away. Why? Because you have certain abilities we men don't have. Poor guy can't see. He can't see. So it's important for you to understand and not allow that to frustrate you anymore. He can't see. It's the answer. Hearing. Let's talk about hearing. Ah, man, ladies, you got some crazy good ears. I'll give you a real life example. I'm in the third floor doing whatever I got to do. My wife is in the basement doing whatever she's got to do. Sebastian, my 8.5-year-old, Papa, Papa, what's up? Mama just grounded me. Why? Well, here's what she said. She said I did. Where's your mom? She's in the basement. Yeah, you know how your mom is. You know what I hear? How am I? Huh? How am I? This is why you ladies don't miss anything. You're walking in the church and you heard that conversation and that conversation and you read the whole room. While we poor humans, the men, if you are 6 feet apart, I can't hear what you're saying. This is why when you tell them something over and over and you're like, do I have to tell you 10 times today? Poor guy, he just can't hear. So he can't see and he can't hear. Don't worry, man. I got some beauty coming for you. Let's talk about the brain. Ladies, God has blessed you with a brain that gives you, this is scientifically proven, you have the ability to release, ready for this? This is a crazy fact. You're ready to release 6,000 to 8,000 words a day that you speak. 6,000 to 8,000 words a day. We, poor humans, men, we only do about 2,000 to 3,000 words a day. So, and I need some participation in here from the ladies only. Your man just came home from a long day of work. And he says something like, hey, sweetheart, I'm home. Then you say, hey, hon, how you doing? How's everything? He says, what? You say, did you talk to your boss, John, about that thing that was bothering you yesterday? And he says, are you going to do anything about it tomorrow? By the way, don't we all have the same conversations? You know what's happening in that circumstance? He's not boring. He's not bored. Poor guy already exhausted all his brain power. That's why he just wants to, I just want to sit and watch this baseball game for a little bit and relax. And then you're thinking, something is wrong. He's talking to somebody. He's doing this. He's doing, I just ran out of words. I'm out. I can't say anything anymore. And it's important to understand because each and every one of us at some point have had that fight. Why aren't you talking? You don't care about me? You don't want to talk to me? You're going to go out all day? Oh, you're hanging out with the boys. You played baseball. You played this. You did that. And now you're home. All of a sudden, I'm not the fun one? No. He run out of words. Doesn't have it in him anymore. And you, beautiful, lovely lady. Well, let me tell you. So my mom talked to me this morning and she said, and I did, and I did, and I did. And he's like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then you say, hey, what did I just say? I'm sorry. I can't hear you. All right, let's go next. Ladies, you have these sounds and body languages that you release every single day. Like, that's the worst one, by the way. Y'all, gentlemen, you ever got this? And you just go, oh boy, we're gonna do that. Or, mm-hmm. You ever got that? We all read them, huh? Okay, so ladies, you release about 8 to 10,000 of those tones and body languages every single day. We men can't do more than 2,000. Again, this is what our bodies are made like. These are real data. Why am I telling you this? So we stop the nonsense and arguing for petty little stuff. I remember a long time ago, I went to a wedding and it was a deacon who married the couple. And he said something that was so powerful. He said, the most powerful thing that you can have in a relationship isn't the love and the rainbow and the sunshine and the flowers and the butterflies and the kisses and the smooshes. You know what's the most powerful thing? Forgiveness. The ability for one to forgive the other. That is what automatically recharges that battery because I guarantee you sooner or later, however small or big, you are going to mess up. Like I'm going to mess up. You're going to like the wrong picture on social media. By the way, little fun fact for everybody. We all see what everybody else likes. So when I'm scrolling and I'm friends with you and following you, and I'm seeing John just like this video, and I'm like, John, what are you into? So does she. You know, see, that was the sound. Yeah, that was the sound right there. All right, ladies, you have the most beautiful way to communicate. You're a nurturer, but one thing you are terrible at, speaking to us directly. You gotta talk to me straight up. I'll give you an example. Gentlemen, you're driving, and then the beautiful soul that you have next to you just says, "Hey, you want to get a coffee?" You poor little one, you're gonna fail this SAT. You say, "No, I'm good." You don't know what you just did. You're laughing. I'm not trying to get you in trouble, but you know what you did. Here's what happens. You know that meme? 20 minutes later, you're getting the eyes that are gazing at you the whole time. You're getting the over and over and over. You know why? She wanted the coffee. She wanted you to say, "Do you want coffee? I'd like to get some coffee with you." But because the poor, beautiful soul you are, you don't speak to us directly. Tell me, get down here and eat with me now. Don't say, "Do you want to eat something later on tonight?" And I'm going to be like, the Lakers are playing tonight. I'm just going to hang. I failed. That's a bad setup. That's a ticking bomb. Please talk to us directly. We can handle it. Man, tell her I can handle it. Yeah, there you go. Good. And be careful with that peripheral view, by the way. I'll give you an example. This is the last example I give, and then I'm going to wrap it up. This is you, gentlemen. You're driving. I don't know how you drive, but this is usually me. I'm feeling good. Life is good, right? I've done this before as much as you have, so don't lie. If you lie, I'm going to call you out on it. Now, traffic light, full stop. We are in an area where everybody's walking. For some reason, ladies, when you sit in the car, I don't understand it. You're always looking out the window. You're never sitting and looking at us unless we say no to the coffee. So you're looking out the window all the time. And then poor little soul, I'm at the light. And then God, just like he did with David, sends a beautiful woman that I'm like, I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. And then because my peripheral view is so terrible, I know that looked at her. And you know what I hear? I saw that. You know why? Your peripheral view is terrible. Hers is amazing. And she saw you. So please understand that if you know each other's bodies, my goodness. And when I say that, and we're all grown in here, we're talking about beyond bed in here. These are the things that make bed and intimacy more fun, where you fall in love and not just have sex. Because there's a difference between making love and having sex. We're grown, right? Good. You gotta fall in love again every day. My our father-in-law, may his soul rest in peace, from my in-laws. We made it to 5 years marriage a long time ago, and he said to me, "Ali, you figured it out, my man." I was like, "What?" He's like, "The 5-year mark." I'm like, "That's it?" He goes like, "Yes, everything you learned the last 5 years, you just got to do it every single day for the rest of your life now." And he was right. All right, as we're coming to an end, there's 4 things you never tell a man. 4 things, please don't tell a man. Don't talk to him about too many things at the same time. He can't hear, he can't see, and he's definitely exhausted from talking. So you got the trifecta. You start telling him, "Hey, look, I need you tomorrow at 8 o'clock at the school, and I need you to bring this, and I need you to do that, and I need you." By the way, your mom called. You know why I'm stuck? Your mom called. Here's how he talked to us. Number 1, tomorrow, 8 o'clock. My wife actually does it extremely well. You know what she does? She sends calendar invites. I am so serious. She sends a calendar invite for everything. Aldi, church, pay this bill, IRS, I mean, everything is, I kid you not, everything is in the calendar. So she understands. Here's another thing you don't tell a man, please. Ladies, don't tell a man what's wrong because there's nothing wrong. We don't operate like you operate. We zone out and we like that empty space. When we do this, that's just me being at peace. And then you come and you say, what's wrong? And I say, nothing. What do you mean nothing? Here we go. We're fighting. There was nothing wrong. I just zoned out. So please don't tell him what's wrong because there's nothing and he will not be able to communicate what actually is wrong because there isn't any. Don't say, do you see something different in me today? He can't see, remember? He couldn't find the milk in the fridge. How is he going to see that you did your eyebrows all over again? He can't see. Do you see it? What? I'll give you 3 chances and I won't get mad. What is it? I give up. The tattoo in my neck in the back. How am I going to see that? I said, boy, don't ask what's wrong. And last but not least, we're going to do this one together. I'll give you an example. He and you and the family are getting in the car. Hurry up, everybody get in. And she says, babe, I think the tire is low. You're like, no, it's not. You're like, I'm telling you. It's like, babe, come on, let's know. I know my car. Gentlemen, we do that. I know my car. Then we're driving, heading wherever we're heading. And then you hear this big 18-wheeler. We're good. Keep moving. And then at some point, now here's the thing. I come out of the car. What do you ladies say? I hate it. I know you told me. Don't tell me again. Why would you ruin my mood? I know you told me. But men, unfortunately, learn the hard way. We learn from our own mistakes. It's sad. I know. Like, oh, we got to do something about it. Let him fall. Let me fall. You know how many times she let me fall? You gotta let him learn because he wants his respect, not his affection first. So when you say, I told you, you destroyed his manhood, his credibility. I'm the guy, the leader, the family person. So just try to avoid that. Use different words. You got to be prudent. I know you have the ability to speak and say certain things. You know what my wife did today? Hey, babe, I got to get a fit for tonight. My wife goes, why do you wait until the last minute? Ladies, you ever say that? You're right. We do. And I was like, I got suits, I got shirts, I'm good. So we started trying things that I haven't tried in a while. Now, my wife goes like, hey, I think your clothes are tight. We need to figure something out. You know what she was trying to tell me, right? Yeah, you gained some weight, buddy. But she was so prudent and respectful about it. She almost sounded like she was going to tell me we need a new dry cleaner because they're shrinking your clothes. So do not feel the fact that you are sincere trump the ability for you to be prudent with your words because words, they're deep, they cut, and they stay with us all day. Power in spoken words. Intellect. We love, men and women. We love to be with somebody who's smart, wants to learn. You know what's the worst person to be with? And please don't be mad at me if you say this here. All right, let me take that back. You know what you should work on? If you're the person who says, somebody asks you a question, you're, I don't know, and you just move on with your life, that should bother you. This thing in my hand right now, Pastor and I, we were playing with Chat GPT in my studio, having full conversations, and he's excited to learn, and I'm excited to learn some more, and we're going back and forth. I reinvent myself intentionally every 2 years. That woman will tell you. I've been an MMA fighter for the first time and last time, and I beat up 4 out of 5 guys. I came in second in the championship after 4.5 months ever practicing for MMA. I walked out there like a man, limping a lot, but I was like, done. I wrote books. I did stand-up comedy. I sang. I'm running for local office. I'm doing every different things because she loves it when I bring something new about me. She gets excited. And she knows every year I pick something that scares me and I do it. Same thing for her. We love learning something new. So make sure you are learning all the time, growing all the time. Ladies, gentlemen, we love a person who diffuse an argument without anger. I'll tell you what my wife does, man, and it shuts me down immediately. And I advise you, if you have somebody in your life that yells, because I'm a human being. So sometimes I'm upset with a phone call and I'm just reacting. I'm a human being. It happens to me too. You know what she does? Sweetheart, do you realize you are raising your voice and talking to me like a person that you shouldn't be talking to? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And if I don't catch it the first time, she will use my full name. Ali, I don't have a middle name. Mehdaoui. Do you understand that you are raising your voice the way you're talking to me now is not appreciated? And I mean, she shuts me down like that balloon that you shut down, just little off, diffused. And that's so sexy. I'm just gonna say, sexiest thing ever because she knows how to bring the greatest out of me, even in my worst moments. So if you have the ability to work on that, absolutely make it the top of the list. Last but not least, we love an ambitious dreamer. We love somebody who thinks big. We love somebody who speaks life into things. We love somebody who says, I got it. I know how to. I don't care. I'm going all the way. And respectfully for everybody that's in here, if you are a believer, you better have that kind of attitude and character every single day. Your significant other and soon to be significant other, Maria, hello, and those who are desiring to make it to the next level in your relationship and find Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, be big dreamer. Take on the world. You got this. I promise you, we love somebody who wants to elevate everybody around. You do it all the time. When you go to a room, when somebody is excited and is happy, why do we all want to be in the DJ section? Because the DJ is bringing the best out of the club. Why want to be next to pastor? You see? Yeah, you see what I did there? I got you. I got you. Why we want to be next to pastor all the time? He brings the greatest parts out of us. It's the law of proximity. So find somebody who's ambitious, who's excited, who's big on wanting the greatest thing out of life, who says, I can, I will, and it is done. My name is Ali Mehdaoui, and I appreciate you allowing me to spend this time with you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Of course. So